the update I have for, um, let me pull this out, for the Razorcrest, and it's been a little bit since I have talked about it, but there's been a lot of progress on it, and I wanted to show it to you, so I think it's pretty cool. Some big things, hang on one second, let me grab, okay. So here it is, put together. I think I got everything in here. So I have been furiously working on detailing the exterior of the ship, working on the functional ramps and the like little slide pistons that'll work with the ramps themselves, as well as working on doing cutaways. So with this ship, I was talking about doing a second floor, still doing the second floor, but not as far back as what I was thinking I was going to do, because I think honestly, just play-wise, I think you guys probably would enjoy having more access to the main hold, since that's what we see most of the stuff in the show at. So I'll just kind of talk about, let's start with the doors. So the doors themselves, let's see. So the door itself has a little slide mechanism that comes out for the inner, or for like little extension piece. There's a little hinge piece right here that basically will allow it to open. And then you'll see this little like slide track that the piston piece will kind of come in and out of. So if I turn this off, you'll see right here, this piece right here, it actually hinges right there. And so the whole thing can like kind of open and then slide back up when you're done with it. Let's see, let me get that body back on. Okay, so there'll be two of those. Same idea is going to be going on for the backside of the ship. So I got these kind of large pieces right here, and then this will like hook up into here, and then this will slide up and down as it opens and closes. This whole ramp will slide up and down, just like that. And then we have our interior of the ship. Now, interior of the ship is kind of cool. Because we have pieces that we can take out to basically show the interior of the ship. So this right here, all the highlighted pieces are going to be removable. So we have one up here towards the front, we have one on the other side, and then we have one really big one right here. And so if I do that, I'm going to take this off. And so you'll see if I remove these down, see how they kind of come out. It's little like lips on here so that they can fit in. I've had a lot of questions about, hey, can you make this thing, be taken apart as much as the HasLab one? I don't think that's going to be possible at this moment. I just don't have time for all of that, but I'll take out some pieces when I can and where it makes sense for me. Because I do need to spend some time working on the interior. Right now the interior is pretty bare, but you'll see that we do have a space kind of blocked out in here. And then we also have a panel up on the top that can be taken up. And these are little detail pieces that'll get merged in or be turned into inserts. And so this whole piece can be taken out, and you'll be able to look down into the ship right there. And then on the cockpit area, I do have a fun little removable pieces right here. So you'll see I have 1, 2, and 3 highlighted spots. And then if I slide those up, we now have 3 internal spaces. This was not in the HasLab, and this was not in the HasLab. So we got some extra space. And I think honestly, like, this looks pretty cool. Like, this is kind of a spacious, like, little room or something. But right here you'll have the Mandalorian and passengers sitting here, and you can see it's going to be a pretty spacious, comfortable, cockpit area. Back here we'll have like a little doorway, and here will be the transitioning hallway. There's going to be a ladder right there, like you see in the show. And then in the show, there was a door that went back here that we don't ever see open. We don't ever really see anything back there. So back here, I'm going to figure something out. I don't know. In my mind, it would make sense if, like, that was where the galley was, or where there was some sort of, like, workbench or something for him. It would make sense for him to have, like, a place to sleep, a place to make food, whatever. But I could also see the Mandalorian, like, converting this into some sort of other use, which is why he ends up sleeping down here. But either way, there'll be, like, something put in here. Maybe an engine room. I don't know. But he has engines back here, so I don't know why he needs that. But you get the idea. So we get some space in here. So the ladder will come down through here, which is why I took this piece out. So we'll have the ladder access, and then in here we'll have some the lavatory space in there, then also the bunk space. So we'll have that included. I do want to have some good access to it. I'm not super sure how to get good access to it, because it is, I don't know. I need to think about it, because, I don't know. You're not gonna be able to get very good access to it unless, like, you just take the entire front end of the ship off, which maybe is something. Something someone did bring up is the possibility, what would be the possibility of me making just the cockpit section be its own displayable piece. I think it's a pretty good possibility, honestly, because I think it would make sense to have its own displayable piece, kind of like what I did for the Falcon. So I will probably do that. As I cut this up, this might just end up being one of those pieces you can assemble, and then maybe, the thing that plugs into the what do you call it, the landing gear here. Maybe that is something more like a flight stand or something. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I think we'll probably work something out. So yeah, so that's pretty much what I'm working on. You can see the front gun here. Like I said, a lot of little features and things being added in. I think it'll be a lot of fun. I hope you guys like it. One thing I am working on with the engines is I am working on a clip to where you can pull the engines on and off and put them on and back off as you need to, because I know those are really big chunky pieces, and those take up a lot of width. So if you wanted to, like, make this a little bit more displayable, you got that option. You could put it up on a shelf or something. Although I would imagine 3D printed engines might be a little heavy. So anyway, that's what I got so far. Lots of details, lots of greebling, lots of little things added in. Cutting it up, it may not look like it's been, a ton of work has been done, but trust me, it has. This stuff takes a lot of time, so I know people are, looking forward to it. If you have any thoughts or comments or questions, let me know.